watching K34QB, Vail.
Good morning and welcome into Good Morning Vail on this Monday, June 10th edition. I'm your host, Ross Leonhardt. I've got Brett behind the camera this morning. We are in the Riverwalk of Edwards today, and we're talking with some of the local businesses. We're going to talk with the Kind Bikes and Skis shop, as well as the boardroom, deli and market. So we got a lot going on this morning, this Monday morning. Stay tuned, grab that coffee, and we will be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome into the TV8 Weather Center. We are still here in the Riverwalk of Edwards, but today, this Monday, is going to be a beautiful sunny day. Starting off, not too cold, not too warm. It's a perfect time to get out this morning. And today, things will warm up around 70 degrees, and we will have a beautiful start to the week today. High of 74, 40% chance of rain, so we'll see if that actually comes in. Some slight winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour today. Into the hourly, things are about 56 degrees right now, starting off the day, coming up to 71 degrees at noon, 68 degrees at 4 p.m. Partly cloudy skies throughout the day today. And in the I-70 corridor, Eagles looking at a high of 81 degrees today with a 40% chance of rain. Avon, 76 degrees with a 30% chance of precipitation. In Vail, a high of 74 with 40% chance. Denver looking at an 85-degree day with some thunderstorms possible. Tonight, a low of 49 degrees with a 20% chance of precipitation, and partly cloudy skies remain through the evening today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny on Tuesday with a high of 76. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 79. Some beautiful temperatures, not too warm, great days to get out and about. The lows coming up in the low 50s, and on Thursday a high of 81. We're looking into the weekend now. Some afternoon storms possible, but we got a couple days for things to shake out in the weather here. So it's a beautiful Monday morning right now in Edwards, and it's going to be a great day today. And we're looking forward to this remote show coming up right now. We're outside of the boardroom right now, and the sun is out. The birds are chirping. I woke up to some birds this morning, so it's that time of year. Stay tuned, and thanks for joining us this morning. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I rented my first car, I tore it all to pieces.
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that! Necklace really is the one that works. Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took like 6 years off in here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Daily Flash Latino. Designed for the American Latino audience, Daily Flash Latino hosts Jessica Reyes and Fabian Marcano deliver their fresh perspective on the latest entertainment news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, and more in both English and Spanish, aka Spanglish. Daily Flash Latino builds, connects, and celebrates the diverse Hispanic audience. Daily Flash Latino, trending news and entertainment with a splash of Spanglish.
Good morning, Vail.
Back. Up next, we're going to check in with Evolve Fitness, which is so important right now because you got to stay in shape to do all the activities that we want to do this summer. You got to stay in shape year round, let's be honest. But let's check in with Evolve Fitness right now.
Are you ready to embark on your fitness journey and improve your health? Well, today we have special guests from Evolve Fitness here to talk all things health. So, hi, Paola and Johnny. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
We're so excited to have you guys here. This is my first time hosting, so I'm very excited that you guys are my special guests of honor.
Thank you.
So I wanted to speak on what is Evolve Fitness and what services you guys provide to the community, because you're kind of a smaller business that's up and coming, which is so awesome.
Yeah. So Evolve Fitness is the official nutrition and training program. We really try to work with a wide variety of clients, anywhere from your busy mom and dad all the way to your power lifters, bodybuilders, really encompassing a whole spectrum of a population, right? Really showing everybody how they can invest into their health and their nutrition and how we can build those sustainable habits to reach those goals.
Wow, I love that it doesn't matter. You don't have to be crazy into fitness and you can just be starting off because you guys are the people's coaches, isn't that right?
Yeah,
yes. That's awesome. And so also, how have you, Paola, because I know you just took over the women's portion of the training, so how have you guys been starting to encourage women to take on weightlifting? Because I feel like a lot of times the gym is a little bit of a scary space because it's so male dominated, all this testosterone, big guys walking around. So how have you been encouraging women to take upon weightlifting?
Yes, so a lot of our clients are women, and we encourage women to start weightlifting because it has a lot of benefits in your physical health and also in your mental well-being. We provide simple tips, educational content, and beginner-friendly workouts to make them comfortable in the gym. I encourage every woman that's listening today to get out of your comfort zone, take some space, and get strong as well.
Yeah, I love that, and especially getting out of your comfort zone is critically important, and I love how you're being friendly about it, and it doesn't have to be just you're all in or all out. It's simple everyday habits.
That's right.
That's awesome. And so also, why is health and fitness so important, and how are you making the community more aware of it?
Yeah, so health and fitness I think is a crucial part for everybody's life. I think it's one of those pillars that we really have to take a look at, right? Health and fitness can have a wide variety of benefits, right? Anywhere from your internal health to your mental health, to your physical health, as well as your overall well-being, right? I feel like everybody should incorporate some sort of exercise that fits their season of life, whatever they enjoy, as well as follow an adequate nutrition program in which they're able to overall increase their well-being.
That's awesome. And so you guys do it all. So you guys do the nutrition aspect, you guys do the weightlifting aspect, and then in general, it feels like you guys give people the emotional support, which is what a lot of people need as well. That's awesome. Okay, and so in general, how did your guys' spark for fitness start?
For me, it started about 6 years ago when I wasn't happy with the way I looked and felt about myself. So I started like everybody else. I started going through social media, finding workout routines, doing extreme diets, extreme cardio, and realized that quick fixes wasn't the answer. So I decided to hire a coach and had a positive experience and helped me reach my goals. And then eventually became a coach and also earned my nursing degree to help me help other people as well, right? So when I met Johnny 2 years ago, we had the same passions, and we was like, oh, we love fitness, we love nutrition, we have the same certifications too. And he already had his company, and I was already working with some clients, so we decided to start this together now, working together.
That's incredible. So they truly are the fitness power couple. It's Barbie and Ken here from the gym. It's great how you both have the same passions and brought it together, and now have a company that is thriving.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to do just another one of what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out on their fitness journey? Because a lot of the times it is intimidating, but as we can see, you guys love it and it's part of your everyday life.
Yeah, I think first of all, we got to take a step back, right? Realize that every expert was once a beginner, right? Doesn't matter what you do in life, you didn't earn those skills. Nobody is an expert before starting as a beginner, right? So we want to take it step by step, learn the basic fundamentals of how can I implement some sort of exercise, some sort of nutrition regimen to start stacking those wins and not have an all or nothing mentality of like, hey, I didn't go 5 days, I'm just gonna get rid of the rest of the day. Remember that consistent daily effort is what we wanna push. If all you had was 50% that day and you gave 50%, in my eyes, that's 100%.
Yeah, it's not an all or nothing mentality, and I love that you guys are promoting just little wins, little gains, because it's not like the next day you're gonna be jacked. It takes time. Yeah. And now we wanted to do a little bit of a fun portion with you guys. So busting gym myths, a quick rapid speed round. So does lifting heavy weights make you bulky?
No, lifting weights does not make you bulky. You really do have to follow a nutrition program, resistance weightlifting, and we got to take in mind, right, that resistance training is going to have a whole lot of benefits. You're not going to touch a weight, especially women with the stigma that they're going to look like men. Resistance training is good. Women should strive to eat more and lift heavier to really evolutionize their health and their well-being with resistance training.
That's great. And will doing ab workouts give you that summer six-pack that you're looking for?
No, I mean, you know, the rectus abdominis, the abdominal core muscle, is one of the muscles that you have to build just like any other muscle, right? Your legs, your back, your shoulders, your arms, and you have to work it, right? But you have to be a certain percent body fat to really start seeing that muscle definition and that leanness. But overall, it really is going to take you to bring that body fat down to start showing those abs.
Is running on the treadmill the most effective way to lose weight?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, definitely no. I mean, running is good for your cardiovascular health, but just running alone will not help you lose the weight or look lean or get muscular. You need to implement weightlifting, nutrition, and also the cardio exercises as well.
Okay. And will drinking hot water with lemon, we've heard it all over TikTok and Instagram, make you that skinny legend?
No.
No. Just no.
No. There's no science behind it.
You guys heard that. It's
a
no. Is working out in the morning the best?
Anytime you can work out is the best time.
Yeah, and
yes.
I feel like that's what you guys are trying to explain in your fitness as well. Like your journey is that whenever, your small little gains, it doesn't have to be morning, it's whenever.
Celebrate the small wins.
Yeah.
Celebrate the small wins. Is wearing a corset gonna help shape your body and turn you into this Kim K?
Definitely not. It's overall having that calorie deficit, losing the weight overall that's gonna bring that body fat level down. You can't spot reduce, so no reason to be putting on corsets and limiting your breathing there.
And then, are carbs bad for you? We hear this all the time, keto diet, fad diets, is it true?
No, carbs are your best friend and it's the primary source of energy for your body. So we also encourage our clients to eat carbs before and after workout to fuel your body properly.
Wow, that's awesome. They are so knowledgeable and I'm so happy that you guys are on our show today. So you guys back home, make sure to tune into Evolve Fitness. So where can we learn more about you guys and get in contact with you?
Yeah, so you guys can visit our website at evolvefitness.info. You guys can also see either my Instagram at johnny.oram, which is where I kind of post a lot of the content for Evolve Fitness, or at Paola's Instagram as well. Or we even have our phone number and it should be coming up there on the screen.
That's great. I'm so happy you guys came on our show. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think just stack daily wins and continue to celebrate everything that you're doing. Remember that every expert was once a beginner, so don't be afraid to start.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. We learned so much about Evolve Fitness, and make sure to go check them out. And we're so excited to be part of this program, and we'll be back with more, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hello, I'm Shervin Rezai here with Chenna Garden in Avon, Colorado. My hobbies are obviously skiing. I've been skiing since I was 3 years old. In addition to that, music's always been my first passion, and you can see that alive and well at Chenna Garden with our little record nook, where we have over 300 records, and we'll continue to grow that collection and play vinyl records for you while you enjoy your cuisine. Chenna Garden is Avon's oldest running restaurant. We've been open since 1988 when my mother set up shop and wanted to begin offering Avon, Colorado the best quality Chinese food that we could get. And I started working in the restaurant when I was 8 years old as a dishwasher, making $1 a day. And then one of the servers, pushed by my dad, told me I should ask for a raise, and then I got $5 a day, but then I had to put all $25 at the end of the week into a savings account, which actually helped me out in college. So after college, I went out to New York for law school, and I spent 15 years out in New York City practicing law and working in-house, which exposed me to a lot of restaurants all over the world, all over the country. And after getting exposure like that, I realized that we have this beautiful restaurant here that has so much potential. So in the fall of 2023, we came back, remodeled, and tried to get this back to give that special feel that I've known all my life here. We've been offering a lot of new cuisines, including German cuisine with our good family friend Gunther Schmidt, who's been serving up authentic German cuisine in the Valley for many, many decades. Why not? This is America. We can serve German food in a Chinese restaurant, and we just let it try. And after a year of it, it's been building up some success, and we're just having a lot of fun just seeing the look of bewilderment on every customer when they're like, how am I getting German food in a Chinese restaurant that's this good at this quality? Chenna Garden is really all about that community, and that first starts with the local community. We always try to take care of all of us who are working hard, grinding it, so that we can also enjoy what this valley has to offer. And through that, we get a nice mix of word of mouth, tourists who come in. We're looking for something a little more authentic and that has a history with the valley. I'm a proud member of the Avon Vail Valley community, lifelong member as I was born here, and I hope you come out and see us here at Chenna Garden. We're open every day, 4 to 9, any day the mountain's open. Cheers.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We are here in the Riverwalk of Edwards, but up next we're going to check in on an interview with Ariel Tweedo. She was out here for the GoPro Mountain Games that just wrapped up yesterday, a huge event, kickoff to the summer. Let's take a look at what Ariel had to say. Welcome back into Solaris Plaza here in Vail Village, here at the GoPro Mountain Games with Ariel Tweedo. Ariel, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So Ariel, you have been out here multiple years, big runner, love ISO Pure. What's your favorite part about the Mountain Games?
Just being around such like-minded people. There's so much energy and stoke, and everyone's like dirty, and everyone just like, we all have a similar just love for the mountains, for being outdoors, for nature, adventure. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, and you kind of travel the world. You kind of grew up and go home to Alaska. You travel all over the place. What's it like to be here in Vail, Colorado?
Well, it feels like home here. This actually is my first time being in a place for more than a week. So I unpacked, I took a shower. Yeah, I love it here though. I have a new quote though. I always say like home is, I feel the most at home when I'm not in a house. So just when I'm in the mountains, when I'm by the river, when I'm surfing, when I'm in the ocean, I feel the most at home. But I mean, look at these beautiful mountains. I love Vail.
I love that. I love that. I like to say home is wherever my mom is.
Oh, I love that too.
So you went for a run already today.
Yep.
You run almost every day. Where do you like to go when you're out here?
The river. I love the river so much. And if I want a little bit more like of a challenge, I'll go like right behind us up in the hills, Strawberry something. There's so many amazing paths here. I have no idea. I just go and then I say, oh, trailhead, and then just go.
Maybe don't recommend that, but
No.
you got this. Was it last year that you came across a bear when you were out
I
running?
was just gonna say that. That was terrifying. I like hid behind a rock for like an hour and a half and just like called my dad, and I'm just like, what do I do? He's like, why are you calling me? I'm in Alaska. I'm not gonna like save you. But yeah, be careful out there. There's bears. Apparently, there's a lot of wolves this year too. We should not get into
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot, but they're out there. They're out there.
There's a couple.
Yeah. It's nothing like Alaska, though.
Yeah,
You're
oh
safe
my
here.
God.
You're safe here.
Yeah.
So with IsoPure,
Yes.
what's your involvement with them? I know you kind of joined up with them in the past year or two, but what's it like working with IsoPure?
They're amazing. There's awesome protein brand. They say add more, do less. Do less, add more. Really great advocate. But it's a protein company. There's like 100% whey protein isolate, so it's like lactose-free, gluten-free. I just love them though because they're not trying to get people out of the gym and into nature, but I mean they're trying to be more of an outdoorsy brand. But I mountain bike, surf, run, and they have been really supportive of my lifestyle.
Yeah, almost every day you're drinking it.
Oh, I drink it every day, yeah, for sure. We have a booth back behind us, and then in the Zen Zone, we're doing our lemonades, like collagen, super light and refreshing. I love it. I have it every day.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
so good.
So obviously there's tons of vendors, probably well over 100, I'm sure, including IsoPure. And that's one of my favorite things, just walking through all these vendors and seeing all the cool stuff.
Oh man, you could have a full-on meal just walking around and sampling stuff. Mountain House, I had like 10 of their samples yesterday. They're so good. But they're like so fun just wandering around and seeing the new like outdoorsy brands that's popping up. And then the old-timer ones too, Garmin, Yeti, like all of it. It's super fun though. I love it.
And last time I saw you, Ariel, it was winter and we were snowboarding.
Yes, he's my coach.
I was your coach a little bit, and you were kind of learning. How did it go? How's snowboarding kind of going for you?
So I grew up skiing, and I wanted to like challenge myself. I love sucking at something and getting better, and so I definitely was sucking. But then once you get past that curve of like that learning curve of like committing to turn and stuff, then I'm like, this is so fun. But yeah, best coach ever.
Appreciate that. Great student. So here at the Mountain Games, what have you got going on all weekend? Where can we find you?
So I'll be mostly at the Zen Zone at the IsoPure booth doing that, and then I can't come. I broke my fingers surfing. Long story. So I can't bike this year, which is a bummer. And then I'll be doing like the fun, like the mud run or the family run, and then maybe Pepe's. Yeah, that one's hard. I got thrown up on last year, I think by Nick Troutman.
Pepe's Face is a double black diamond ski run that people run. The challenge is to see how many times you can run up the hill and down the hill.
In half an hour.
And yeah, you can kind of see it over our shoulder here in half an hour. I think the record's like 6 or 7 laps, which is just insane.
It's crazy. I think I did 5 last year, and it's hard. And it's in the morning. It's at like 8 or something on Sunday, and usually the night before you're at the shakedown dancing. Not recommended, but it was really fun. It's a challenge.
Ariel Tweedo with all the things not to do to have a successful GoFundMe round game. But yeah, Pepe's Face is it's one of my favorite spectator events.
Oh yeah.
What do you like to watch when you're not doing something out here?
Oh, Dogtown. I love going to Dogtown. I was there this morning, and the dogs are doing all their jumps and stuff. You could sit and like pet them. There's a little adoption station, and then it's hard to leave that one without a dog. But I love Dogtown.
Yeah, and the adoptions, they go so quick. So if you're looking for a kind of mountain partner, definitely get in on that sooner than later. You travel so much, it's probably hard to have a dog.
I need like a little like a mouse that I could stick in my pocket or something. But yeah, I really love that. I love like the climbing station too. That's why I'm just sitting on the grass and watching people climb. All of it. There's just so much going on. Yeah. It's all good.
Another one, would not recommend a mouse in a pocket. Slacklining is one of my favorites to check out.
That's fun. Yesterday I did a game show with what's his name? Shifty, or wait, do you know who this guy is?
Okay.
This like, crazy guy, but like he's this like pro slackliner, does base jumping and stuff. But I beat him.
Okay.
We beat him.
Could you tell us a little bit about this game show? Because it's happening every day here at the Collab stage that Wade and Abby are putting on. What is this game show and how does it work?
It's their first time doing it. So it was me, Chuck Patterson, who's like a big wave surfer. He does all those things like mountains and ocean, and then a musician. And then we competed against 3 other athletes. And the first round is trivia, and then the second round is something physical. Like we had to like stuff a bunch of sleeping bags into their things and put on rollerblades and then eat s'mores, which is really hard to do fast. And so it's just a bunch of random stuff. And I think it's like a new addition. It's like a mix between Family Feud and like Wipeout-ish.
And you have some experience on game shows, right?
Oh yeah, I did a show called Wipeout. If you get bored, just Google Ariel Tweedo Wipeout, and it's very embarrassing.
I don't want to reveal too much, but there's a little personal information about kissing on that,
Jesus.
right?
Yeah, I was 20 and never had been kissed, and things have changed.
Oh, Ariel, it is so good to have you out here again. GoPro Mountain Games happening all weekend.
All weekend. We'll be around.
And you'll be at the IsoPure booth most of the days.
Yeah, we'll be serving coffee in the morning, protein coffee, and then we have smoothies that we're sampling, really delicious, like a vanilla strawberry banana smoothie. And then at the Zen Zone, this collagen lemonade, if you want healthy skin, hair, and nails, bless you. Then come check us out. But we'll be around. I'll be wandering everywhere.
Love it, love it. And then where do you go from here? What's your next adventure?
From the next adventure, I head to Texas for a family reunion, and we have no family in Texas. So I don't know why they picked that place, but yeah, we're going to Texas.
That's not a far.
Yeah.
You'll get there pretty quick from here.
Yeah.
And then what else is going on with you with running? Like, are you still running almost every day?
Every day. I haven't missed a day since August 1, 2001. So 23 years.
That's insane.
Yeah, this is my one consistent thing in my life. I love it. It's just I wake up, brush my teeth, and then head out the door.
Yeah, I wish I could snowboard every day, but unfortunately not. Ariel Tweedo, thanks so much for joining us. Check her out on social media. A great follow, putting great energy out into the world. Ariel, thanks for joining us.
Thank
and
you.
We will be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
East Coast sensation band Dogs in a Pile is making its way to the Vail Valley, and we've got some exciting news as we're going to be doing some watch and wins next week to hype the band coming. That way you've got the best merchandise as you make your way to the concert, which is taking place at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater on June 18th to kick off the Hot Summer Night series. Make sure that you watch TV8's Good Morning Vail as we're going to be giving you an exclusive interview with the band.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. This morning we are in the Riverwalk of Edwards. We're joined by Chris Anderson. We're here at Kind Bikes and Skis. Chris, thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for coming by.
This shop is beautiful. Lots of stuff going on. Can you talk a little bit about the bikes and all the equipment and gear you have here?
Absolutely. Yeah, we are a year-round and full-service bike shop, and we are predominantly for bikes. We sell specialized Revel electric e-bikes, which are great, cool cruiser e-bikes, and Moots, which is a custom titanium manufacturer. On top of that, in the summer, we have clothing lines from so many different companies. Clothing is a big part of what we do for cycling, and we're really proud of our selection here. We're also a full-service repair and maintenance shop, and we do work on bikes year-round. And in the winter, we offer a full selection of ski retail, from hard goods to soft goods to rentals and demos and ski tuning.
Love that. All the best stuff. And this shop, The Kind, has been around for 30 years plus. And you kind of took over in 2017-ish, but the staff here is amazing. But where's that name, and what's that name, The Kind, really mean to you guys?
Originally it started off as The Kind Cyclist back in 1992, and it was really just about embodying sort of, just dropping those bike shop attitudes that you might feel when you come in, things that might intimidate people, and that's really our thing here, is having a very welcoming space that's not intimidating. There's no attitude. We're helpful, we're informative, and our hope is that when somebody comes in, they leave with much more than they thought they would, not in terms of product, but in terms of information, how to care for their bike, how to use tools, that sort of thing.
I love that. And then, so your background, I know you have a background kind of in aviation here at the Eagle County Regional Airport, but you also have a background kind of growing up around bikes. Can you tell us kind of your background and growing up in Minneapolis around BMXing?
Yeah, I was a bike dork from the beginning. I started pedaling really early in life, and that transitioned into BMX racing and mountain bike racing. And I started in bike shops. There was really almost my first job when I was 16, and worked in shops through high school and college, and got me out here as well with my first position with Vail Resorts. And after about 17 years in retail, I decided to take a break and cash in a little bit, check in on my aviation background. So I worked with Eagle County down at the airport. But knowing that this was my true calling, the skis and the bikes, I would go home at night and nerd out on bike and ski stuff, not on airport stuff, although I loved the airport. But serendipitously came across this opportunity while I was looking at either starting a shop or buying a shop out of the valley. Did not want to leave, so this really worked out great.
I love that. And there's like everything you could need: sunglasses, all the stuff for your tires, like everything you need is right here in one shop. How hard is it, and what does it look like transitioning these last couple weeks from kind of winter skis to the bikes now?
It goes pretty quick, to be honest with you. Yeah, we can actually transition the store in about a week and a half. Wow. And the community, in a great way, really forces our hand on that. And March is like our busiest month because we're doing bike and we're doing skis. Right. So we're getting business from all sides of the spectrum here. So we really have to switch quick. So we've got a pretty well-oiled and lubricated machine to do that.
Definitely. And this is like a prime location in the valley, right here in Edwards, right in between some of the best we have down in Eagle and some of the resort mountain biking up in Vail and Beaver Creek. So this is the spot to stop, right? And this is rentals. You can buy the bikes. It's everything you need. What should people know when they're kind of coming into Kind Bikes and Skis?
Gosh, we're a bike shop that does it all. We're your full service bike shop, and our interest is really Our motto is that we exist for the community, and we exist because of the community. We're constantly gathering feedback from and input from our community, and just trying to figure out how best we can serve those that need help.
Yeah,
that we can offer.
And speaking of the community, what are some of your favorite trails to hit, or what are your recommendations? Where are you riding your bike these days?
Oh gosh, on the gravel side, I really like to head up Lake Creek Road or down on the Colorado River Road, down between Dotsero and Von McCoy area. Road bike, Vail Pass and Battle Mountain Pass. And locally, I ride mostly just like Arrowhead trails, the West Avon Preserve, Berry Creek. If I get a chance, it's great to get down to Fruta or jump up to Vail and hit some of the classics like Buffer Creek or Lost Lake.
Yeah, so many great opportunities, and there's so many race series going on this summer. Do you see a lot of kind of these racers coming in and tuning up their bikes to get in peak performance here?
Absolutely, yeah. We're helpful and as however we can be on that. A lot of those riders have quick turnaround needs, which we can accommodate. Our service department functions pretty uniquely in that we can get things turned around pretty quick if they're small things, just to get somebody riding and keep them riding. And if there's a bigger service, once we get them riding, we can schedule that a little further out.
Yeah, and for someone like me that's lived in the Valley for 12 years, snowboards 100 days a year, I'm kind of scared, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm scared of mountain biking out here, but how do you work with some of these people that are just getting into the sport or just cracking into it? How can you help them out?
Well, if they were to buy a bike from us, for example, we've got probably a 20-minute delivery checklist that we go through that teaches them how to maintain their bikes, how to set up the suspension and maintain suspension, and teaches them a little bit of basics about keeping your weight in your feet. Also some suggestions about where to ride when you're first getting started. Eagle is great. Up here, it's kind of a commitment between between Edwards and Vail, because you start with a pretty long climb. Yeah. But down in Eagle, they've got trails for everything, for beginners to intermediate to expert. It's a great place to start.
Yeah, I love that. And then, so you kind of took over here at the Kind in 2017. What's next for you? What are you looking forward to this summer and kind of down the road here in the next couple of years?
I'm glad you asked. We actually have a really fun project coming up that we're working on right now. We're opening a store in Westville.
Oh.
And it's in the old North Side Grab and Go space next to the First Bank that was open, that will be open again next year. And we're partnering with Yeti's Grind, so it's going to be a really awesome and fun coffee and bike experience. And ski. We'll be doing skis there as well. It's just going to be a mini version of what we have in Edwards.
Very cool. Are we expecting that this summer or starting next winter?
We're hoping in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit of a soft pedal start with the bike shop opening up, and it's going to take a little bit longer for Yeti's Grind to get in place and be ready to open. But last I spoke with them, we're looking at late July, early August to have a full bike and coffee shop. But full-on bike services will be offered starting in about 2 weeks, from rentals to service to retail.
That's amazing. What's your favorite part about that endeavor?
Just the partnership is so great. We've worked with Yeti's Grind for such a long time, partnering with group rides, and Marcy and Larry that are part of that. They own it. They come from a really big cycling background as well. People that understand the Yeti's Grind story know that it has really deep community cycling roots. So it's really a neat synergy that we have together, and we share the enthusiasm around the sport and coffee, and I'm a big coffee drinker, so I love Yetis. They do an awesome job. So
yeah, what a cool collaboration with two long-standing businesses in the Valley. Very cool. What's maybe one of the harder things with starting that up?
Just making sure you have all the pieces in place. Yesterday I was like, okay, I need to order a phone system, and just getting all the fixtures and doing a shop layout so that you can be at least 90% of the way there when you unlock the door for the first day.
Love that. Chris, thanks so much for joining us this morning. The Kind Bikes and Skis located here in the Riverwalk of Edwards. Anything I should have asked you? Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's all right. Yeah, nothing that comes to mind, but I appreciate it.
Awesome. Beautiful shop in here. A lot going on. You got a busy summer ahead of you. It sounds like both here in Edwards and in West Vail. But if you're looking to crack into mountain biking or skiing, or you're a pro and you're looking for some extra help, Kind Bikes and Skis has you covered. Chris, thanks so much for joining us and have a great summer. Stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Good morning and welcome back in to the Kind Bikes and Skis here in the Riverwalk of Edwards. We're joined by Chris Anderson, the owner here. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Beautiful morning down here. It's looking to be a great summer. And we are here to talk about an event coming up on Thursday in partnership with Peppermint. What's going on this Thursday?
We've got a ladies event this Thursday. It's going to include a ladies ride as well as an event after the ride here in the shop. And we're doing this in partnership with Peppermint Clothing, which is actually the clothing that's right behind us. They've got some really fun styles. They're an Italian group that we just partnered with this year to bring in, and they're partnering with us on an event to bring some fun and bring some community and camaraderie to the ladies cycling group in the area.
Yeah, how cool. And these designs are beautiful, and I love the colors and how they pop. So on Thursday, the women are going to kind of gather at 4:45, go out for a kind of an hour or so ride, come back to the shop, kind of mingle a little bit. Who's invited to this?
Everybody's invited to it, but it's really a focus on the ladies in the area, and giving them a special evening to just kind of chill out, hang out with some other lady riders, maybe find some new riding friends, and just enjoy an evening surrounded by ladies. And we're gonna basically start the meetup is 4:45 here at the shop, and then the ride is going to depart at 5 o'clock. We're going to ride, it's a road ride. We'll be riding from the shop down to Wolcott and turning around. It's about a 15-mile round trip. We didn't want to get too long on the ride, but give everybody a chance to get together. So we're going to break up into 2 different groups. We're going to have more of a casual pace group, and then we're going to have a group for the riders that like to charge it a little bit harder. So this is really a no-drop ride. It's a ride for everybody. Doesn't matter where you are in your cycling journey. We just want to be inclusive of all levels of fitness and comfort. Once the ride is done, we anticipate everybody getting back between 6 and 6:30. We'll have hors d'oeuvres and cocktails and wine and soft drinks, and we'll have a giveaway. Through our partnership with Peppermint, they're helping us with some giveaways here and some gift with purchase as well. Peppermint will be 20% off the night of the event for the attendees during the event, and it'll just be a nice casual time.
I love it. I just envision everyone coming in here and getting a piece of Peppermint gear and then them all going out together looking wonderful.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
So the ride down to Wolcott, that's a pretty fun ride. Not much elevation change. Should be a pretty chill ride, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be right at your pace. Where it's not a race at all. It's really just meant to be, like I said, it's an inclusive ride for all ability levels and comfort levels.
And as we all know, life happens. It's hard to sometimes find a partner to ride with or friends to ride with. So this is a great opportunity to come out and meet some of your fellow riders in the Valley. What else happens this summer? You guys do stuff like this often, or what other events do you guys work on?
We do have a few events throughout the course of the summer. Our next event is actually going to be a demo. One of our brands is Revel Bikes. It's a really cool company out of Carbondale. And on, missing the date here. I think it's July 13th, that's Saturday. We have them on the calendar to come in and give everybody an opportunity to try all of their bikes, whether it's mountain, road, gravel.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely check out the website here at the Kind Bikes and Skis. So much going on. Beautiful website. It's great to see all the gear too, nice and clean on the website. So with these events, and especially the one on Thursday, what do you guys look to get out of this, or what's kind of you just trying to gather the community here?
It's purely just around the community.
Yeah.
We're not trying to, create business or do anything like that. It's really, we love doing this kind of stuff and just getting people in here and talking about bikes and our common interest and helping support their endeavors on the bike and getting them in the shop in a comfortable, low-key environment just to talk and hang out and share stories.
I love that.
That's really it.
And what's kind of the, obviously there's a big obvious difference, but what's like the difference in road biking and mountain biking and the people that do each?
A lot of people really cross over and do both. Obviously, the road is really, it's on the road. I started out as a mountain biker, but then I got into road biking because it's so much easier to maintain your heart rate and your fitness level and while you're on the bike. And it's better for training for mountain bike racing, which is what I used it for. And then it turned me into kind of a roadie. So it's a great crossover. Mountain is great for riders that just want a day out in the woods, the terrain really dictates what your body is going to be going through when you're mountain biking, but it's so nice to get out on some nice buff trails. Our VVMTA, our Vail Valley Mountain Trails Alliance, does an amazing job at building and maintaining trails, so we're so fortunate to have great mountain bike experience here.
Yeah, great shout out to VVMTA, and they have great volunteer opportunities as well for people that want to get involved and kind of help build or clean up some of these trails. Some great volunteer opportunities all summer long. Big summer ahead. What's kind of your biggest piece of advice for people hitting the trails or the roads this summer?
Get out early when it's nice and cool. Wear sunscreen, bring lots of water, and just have fun. That's what it's all about. It's not about getting your KOM, King of the Mountain, or your personal best every ride. Just go out and pedal and just enjoy it.
And then Thursday, things gather here at 4:45. Do people need to register? Can they just show up? How do people get involved on Thursday?
Actually, that's a great question. So we are taking RSVPs right now through our website at kindbikesandskis.com. We have an events page where you can scroll down to the event and click to register.
Awesome. Too easy. Anything else people should know about Thursday?
I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? While we're here, actually, after the ride, we're actually going to have a few different tech clinic areas set up, from how to change a tube to how to take care of your chain and drivetrain to a couple of other things that come up all the time, but we're just going to be talking about tech stuff.
Love it. So much information in just a couple hour span coming up on Thursday. Awesome. Chris, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for letting us in the shop. It is beautiful in here. We are in Kind Bikes and Skis in the Riverwalk of Edwards. Definitely check you guys out and sign up for Thursday. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a good time. Come on out.
Come on out. Thanks so much for checking us out, and stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point of this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Each week on The Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss The Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
Come on.
Hi friends, welcome to Vail Vibes. Avisha Scarborough here, and today we're coming to you from Nottingham Park in Avon, and I'm about to take you for a ride on the wild side. Wildside e-bikes. They get you to where you need to go fast. I got to explore Avon and Vail by bike in a way that was not above my endurance abilities. And even though my bike had a motor and throttle, I still got a workout while doing it, thanks to being able to lower the assistance levels. Wildside owner Paul Healds says you could always get plenty of exercise depending on which of the 5 power levels you choose.
You can use one of our bikes and use it in the lowest power mode and do more of a workout. You can turn the power off completely and you'll have plenty of exercise. Alternatively, you can turn it up to number 5 and just kick back and cruise from A to B.
Paul has owned a successful ski luggage company for years, but it was some unfortunate bike rides in high humidity that inspired him to get into e-bikes.
Using a bike as a commuter vehicle, a mode of transportation, which I was doing, and I was riding what I call a regular old ice cream bike. Had to pedal it all over the place. I would be getting hot and sweaty. My shirts would be pitted out within about 5 minutes of riding. And my wife looked at me when I was grumbling one day and she says, well, get an e-bike. And I said, not a bad idea. but I don't want a run-of-the-mill e-bike. I want something cool.
So he designed a bike drawing inspiration from the motorcycles of the 1950s, which seemed to epitomize cool. Once he was happy with the design,
This is the battery.
he decided to build it into a brand, and that's how Wildside came to be. Here he is showing us one of his most popular bikes, the Paris, which is designed to look more like a classic cruiser than a motorcycle. Paul says one of the best parts about Wildside's bikes are the accessories. From the helmets to baskets, these accessories are a stylish addition. Paul says some people aren't ready to embrace e-bikes, but he suggests they change their perspective a little.
Well, I think anybody riding an e-bike, the first thing somebody says to them that's on what we call an analog bike now, a regular bike, is cheater. You know, people shout cheater. That's really not what electric bikes are about. The question to me is, well, who are they cheating? Who are they trying to beat? Our bikes are, as I like to say, a mode of transportation. They get people from A to B, and you can have fun while you're doing it.
Wildside's company motto is dedicated to reawakening the spirit of your inner child, and this artwork behind him is a reminder of that.
That's our inner child. See, that's one of the things that we found with Wildside, was when you get on this bike, however young or however old you are, however experienced or inexperienced you are at riding a bike, there's something about jumping on a Wildside electric bike that puts a smile on your face, and all of a sudden you have fun. And all of a sudden it takes you back to your youth, when you had a bicycle, and all of a sudden you had your independence. And you could leave mum and dad alone. You could go off to the park. You could go play with your friends, you know.
I know my inner child was happy this day. And if you want to take a test drive on the Wildside, you can visit the Wildside Bike Showroom in Avon. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We're going to take one more look at the weather on this Monday morning. It is June 10th. We have a beautiful Monday, high of 74, 40% chance of precipitation. We'll see if that happens. The low kind of in the mid to low 50s today. And into the hourly, things really heat up around noon, 71 degrees. Come back down around 4 p.m., 68 degrees. Partly cloudy skies throughout the day today, all across the Rocky Mountain region. Denver's looking at a high of 85 today. Eagle a high of 81. Avon high of 76 and Vail a high of 74. So partly cloudy skies today, but it should be pretty sunny throughout the week, and we'll keep an eye on this weekend when they're saying there might be some thunderstorms in the afternoon this weekend. We shall see. But today it's looking beautiful right now. We are in the Riverwalk of Edwards. We had a great Good Morning Vail episode down here talking to some of the local businesses, and to be honest, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's kind of perfect. And we were talking with the Kind Bikes and Skis this morning, and all I want to do is get out on a bike today, I think, and enjoy this beautiful weather we're having. It feels like summer. The GoPro Mountain Games wrapped up this weekend. That's kind of our unofficial kickoff to summer. It was a great weekend out in Vail, and now we can settle into summer a little bit, feel it out, and get our bikes and get on the trails. We also checked in with Ariel Tweedo today. That was a fun interview. She was out here for the GoPro Mountain Games. That was a lot of fun this weekend. I love checking out the dogs. There's a lot of events that just happened. You can read all about it, see all about it. Definitely check social media. That was a fun weekend. And we had a great episode this morning, and we'll be back tomorrow with more Good Morning Vail. Thanks for tuning in.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer